I think like most short stories, the idea isn't really in depth. It's being able to craft a wonderful story with the shortest amount of words possible and still give the reader an overall picture. But with novels and novella, you get to go into more details.
More details.
You delve into personality, character,
Places.
yeah, places,
So more.
yeah, the conflicts, both internal and external. With short stories, you could get a glimpse of that, but it's not so in depth. So for when I was writing this, I actually wanted to know Sheung deep down to who he is, his temperament, his personality, his fears.
I like the way you writers and actors talk about your characters like some different person. I mean, that's the way it ought to be, really, because the guy who plays a bad guy in a movie in real
Yeah,
life
isn't really a bad
probably is
person.
not a bad guy. So he has to talk about the bad guy, like some other person. But it fascinates me because I enjoy the way you separate yourselves, which you should,
Yes.
from the characters. So but how does that play out for you?
Uh, I do separate myself from my characters, but you, I think it's inevitable. You always find a part of yourself in them. Um, I see a lot of myself growing up. Not that the experiences he had were the experiences I had, but I purposely put him in Warri, growing up in Warri, because I grew up in Warri, and I grew up in an era where there was a lot of crises and ethnic clashes. And I wanted to to give him a background of someone who could, the exact background I had of having to experience all that and still go to Libya and experience that as well. You still, like I said, distinguish yourself, but you always still find a portion of yourself. It might be a bit, it might be much, but you always find in all of my characters actually, even the not so good ones, I still find I still find myself in there. Maybe an ideology or a crazy thought here and there.
This story has drawn you to Libya,
Yes,
obviously.
yes, it
Are you
has.
planning to go there one day?
I actually want to. I actually want to. Uh, before before the CNN expose came out, a lot of friends, colleagues had been talking about it, praying about it, and I wanted to go not just because of the problems and issues there, but I know it's a cultural city. It's in terms of its ancient civilization, it's a wonderful place to visit. Doing my research there was incredible. Learning some bits of their language, their dialects, their food. It was incredible for me. It was really, really incredible for me. And I look forward to going there one day soon.
So are you now in any way involved in? I mean, there are a lot of agitations about Nigerians trapped
Mm,
in Libya.
mm,
I mean, it's all over. It's been all over the news for quite a while.
mm.
Are you in any way involved in? Are you following that story?
Yes, I am. I'm actively involved. Although the truth is, one of the things I'm learning is as much as we are trying to get people back, I think one of the main things we should actually focus on is stopping people from going. A lot of the people I have read about and had the opportunity of meeting in the past few months who have gone are rather naive of what to expect there. Some people are tricked, some people they get the wrong information, and when they get there, they see a different side of life. Um, I know things can be difficult for a lot of people economically, economic speaking, but it's not really as bad. They say the grass is always greener on the
It
other
looks green
side,
on the other side,
but
but
it's
when you
not.
get there, you like your protagonist here realized.
Yes.
Okay, there's a lot to talk about
Mm.
as far as that is concerned. But tell me what it feels like
Mm.
the first time a writer sees his book in published form. The first time you saw this book out, months and months of writing, plotting, developing characters, and writing the story and editing and all that. Finally, it got printed. And the first time you saw it, what was that like?
I don't think there are words enough to describe it. I remember coming into Kuramo's office and They were telling me your baby is waiting for you in the other room. That was the exact what they said. And so that I entered, I could literally feel my legs shaking. But there was this sheer joy in this is actually a reality.
The reality.
It's one thing where 2 years ago I had a goal of being published 5 years from now, and then 2 years down that line, you're holding your first book, and it's not as if I actually put in a lot of effort. It was like the ground was just being laid out for me. I just keep following the step, and everything is set out.
Set out. Let me read from here.
Okay.
Just one line. Just one sentence here. You wrote here. Oh, there's somewhere I wanted to. Okay, here it is. I go to the back of the building. It is one of two in the compound. Mama and I stay in the building where Grandpa, his first wife and children once lived. The second one was for his two other wives. Papa's mother was the first wife and mother to 4 children, and so on. I liked the way you described the life of Sheon and the other characters. You know, you didn't only talk about who they were in terms of character, but also the way you described you always dug into their backgrounds, each person. Typically, that's how writers write generally.
Yes.
Typically. But I like the way you did it with every single character in the book. It helped me to understand the story a lot better. That's how you write.
Yes. I think maybe it's a family training also, but I believe everybody has a background story. Even the good people and the bad people. And sometimes you may wonder, I have a friend who, every time you watch a Hollywood movie and you see a villain who wants to blow up the world, and you're asking yourself, he's going to kill everybody. What's wrong with this person? But there's a background story. There's always a background story.
Something that led him to that point.
So it's enjoyable exploring that, seeing people in a different lights.
Samuel, we've got to stop now because of time.
Thank you very much
for joining us on Channels Book Club.
Thank you very much.
And congrats on your book. Give us each day.
Thank you very much, sir. It's been an honor being here. Thank you very much, sir.